Hi, this is Bob Rakes from Display Daily, and I am at ISE 2016 in Amsterdam. I'm with Antoine Dublé from Deepsky, and Deepsky's got some really interesting fine pitch LED technology. Antoine, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Bob.
So maybe if you can give us a brief introduction to what you're showing here.
That will be my pleasure. Here we are presenting our first generation P0.93 LED display. So we're presenting a tremendous level of resolution. I think it is unseen in the market. Together combined with the greatest contrast ratio with extremely deep blacks and extremely bright level of contrast with 2000 nits for indoor situations and even 5000 nits for outdoor applications.
Yeah, it's a combination. There's plenty of fine pitch around here, but there isn't much fine pitch with high brightness at the same time. You know, your friends at Silicon Core, your competitors, have had that to themselves up till now. So, what are you doing that's different from what other people are doing to get more brightness?
I mean, it's a completely different design. The product itself is just comparable with other LED display with the world LED. I mean, we're using micro LEDs and everything else is different. So we can't really compare apart from that. So everything is designed differently. The way we manufacture the display is different. So that's why we are proud to name our product the new generation of LED display.
Yeah, so as I understand it, this is a direct mount LED. So rather than using SMDs, you're directly mounting the LED chips onto the substrate itself?
Well, the way we manufacture the display is very different from what people are used to do. Usually people use the SMT, as you mentioned. We are using a very different way to integrating our LED and to protect them. The display itself is very rugged. You can't scratch it, you can't damage it. The viewing angles are 178 degrees in all directions. I think this is unseen in the world also.
Yeah, what's also impressive is that it's a very smooth surface.
Exactly. You can touch the screen, it is perfectly smooth, it's solid, and you can have a look at it from a close distance. That's a touch distance experience, if I can say.
Yeah, I mean, the 5000 nits seems a very high brightness for this kind of level. So 2000 something I can kind of get. Is that a realistic number, or is it just something you could do?
No, we want to have a product with 5000 nits because we think this is what you need if you want to display perfectly in direct outdoor condition. If you want to use your display in direct sunlight, in outdoor street furniture, for instance, well, you need the 5000 nits at some point in the year, at some day, at some hours in the day.
Yeah, and of course it depends what part of the world you are. The sun, it may be the same sun, but the effect can be different from place to place. Okay, so in terms of commercialization, you're an early company. Maybe you can give us a little bit of background to that. But when would you expect to actually have a product which somebody could place an order for?
Well, we will have our public installation in April this year. The two areas are Monaco and the Paris area. So this will be public places, so people will be able to see our display in real life.
So we're really talking about a genuine production product.
Exactly.
The other interesting thing that I noticed is you have a kind of serrated edge between the little tiny modules that you have. Can you explain why you're doing that?
Well, we have a very complex pixel structure because we're not using LEDs as everyone else is doing. So we have a pattern that is here making the most of each of the LEDs so you can really have a fantastic image acutance. So due to this complex pixel layout, we indeed have some kind of complex shape on the edge of the screen, but I mean, this is micrometric.
Okay, the other thing your colleague mentioned was that when you come to selecting LEDs, you're able to bin just for efficiency because you can correct using driving for the different chromaticity, different color balance, which allows you to optimize for efficiency. Is that accurate?
Yes, exactly. We select our LEDs to get the most efficiency we can get. So we have the most efficient display in the overall process. I mean, the efficiency, the brightness you get for the price on the power plug you pay is extremely good. Thanks to the efficiency of the LED we're able to use, thanks to the power distribution we are using. So together combined, we get a great efficiency. That's how you get 5000 nits in a product that you can use every day.
And that's using your own driving technology, which you've developed?
we indeed have a very clever way of driving our LEDs. This is something we've developed together with a complete full chain from the video grabber to the LED control. And this complete chain is made so that we can accurately control each single LED dot and also monitor that everyone is displaying correctly.
Great. Well, thanks very much for that, Antoine. I think that gives us a good impression. So thanks for that.
Thank you very much.
So this is Bob Rakes from IC 2016 in Amsterdam.